Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we're talking Japanese skincare. Now, whilst I'm relatively new to the Japanese skincare scene, I've only actually been experimenting with brands and formulas from that country for the past 6 months. Over that time, I've actually discovered some wonderful holy grail products that have found themselves increasingly in my skincare routine. I don't want to gatekeep those, I want to share them with you loudly and proudly here on the channel. So sit back, relax, let's talk the best Japanese skincare. Now, in today's video, I'm going to share with you my own favourites, but just know that I'm coming from a position of a bit of a newbie, a little bit of a beginner when it comes to Japanese skincare. I've tried a lot of products, there've been hits, there've been misses, and quite a few in between. And I want to share with you my absolute favourites, but this isn't an exhaustive list. I'm still on that Japanese skincare journey, and I would love for you guys to follow along too. If you want to see more Japanese skincare here on the channel, let me know by reaching down into the comments and leaving the Japanese flag. That will indicate that it's something you want to see more of. I'm always happy to create the content that you most enjoy watching. So yeah, let me know. And also share with me any of your personal J skincare favorites, the products that you've been loving, because I am always in the market for some good recommendations. I've got a lot to discuss in today's video, so I think it's just time we cut that waffle, delve straight on in. Now, in today's video, I'm going to share with you my Japanese skincare favourites. As I said, not an exhaustive list, but just the best products that I've discovered so far on this journey. We're also going to talk a little bit about comparisons with Korean skincare and Japanese skincare. This is actually on the back of a recent beauty blog that I read online, where the author was saying bye-bye to Korean skincare and embracing Japanese skincare in its place. I actually don't think that's the right approach for a number of reasons, and I'm going to talk about that first, then come on to my favourites. I've left timestamps down in the description box below, so if you jump to one section of the video over another, be my guest. So the essence of this beauty blog that I was reading said that lots of people, including the author of this blog, were moving away from Korean skincare and onto Japanese skincare in its place. This is something that's definitely seen in a lot of the sales figures. Internationally, Japanese skincare is going through a huge growth phase with sales going through the roof, and some of that is almost cannibalizing the Korean skincare sales, which have plateaued over recent years. However, I don't like to see it as a side-by-side comparison. I don't know why it has to be an either or. I think when it comes to shopping skincare, we should choose the best products for our skin, our routine, and our budget, irrespective of where they originate. I love so many Korean skincare brands and products, and I share them proudly here on the channel. In fact, I did a recent video with my favorites, which I'll dig out and I'll leave a link to up there. All these products still going strong in my routine. I'm just supplementing them with some of the amazing finds from the Japanese skincare market. I don't know why people seem to be doing this comparison when they offer very different things. We wouldn't do the same for Western countries and brands. For example, you wouldn't see someone saying, I'm ditching British skincare and embracing French skincare in its place. People just enjoy European skincare or enjoy the brands that work for them. So I want to really take away from that narrative of you have to have either Korean skincare or Japanese skincare. Just use the products that work for you, irrespective of where they come from. Now, Japanese skincare brands do offer something subtly different. Whilst there are some overlaps in terms of generally their products will be more sensitive skin friendly in keeping with that Korean skincare ethos, they will generally, though not exclusively, work better on fairer skin types because that's just the market that they're selling into. And again, I think Japanese brands really are getting on a handle of being more inclusive in their product range, catering for deeper, darker and richer skin tones, which is obviously a wonderful thing. I think they're ahead of that curve versus Korean skincare brands, and that's really wonderful to see, especially in things like foundations and cosmetic preparations. Skincare, a little bit more forgiving. It is just generally a little bit more inclusive, but I definitely feel that Japanese skincare really has got on board with that and catering for all skin tones in a way that sometimes the Korean skincare brands, certain brands, just miss the mark on that. You'll also find that generally speaking, Japanese skincare brands have fewer products and they spend a lot more time on development. I think this is a good thing because personally I can sometimes feel a little bit overwhelmed when it comes to the amount of products each Korean skincare brand has in their collection. You generally don't see that with Japanese skincare brands. More curated, more bespoke collections, which I think are just a little bit easier to navigate. My one big criticism of the Japanese skincare market is it can be really hard to find cruelty-free options. They do exist and I've tried to find the very best when it comes to my own routine. A lot of it tends to be subjective because Japanese skincare brands often sell into mainland China. This used to mean that they had to undergo animal testing. That isn't actually the case anymore in 2026. Certain countries, including Japan, have opt-outs if the brand have gone down that route, meaning they don't have to subject their products to animal testing to access the Chinese market. So a lot of Japanese skincare brands that didn't used to be cruelty-free are now considered that, but you have to do a lot of research to really satisfy your own understanding of that, which not everybody wants to do. So I will just put it out there that whilst it is possible to do some deep dives and make sure that you're using cruelty-free Japanese skincare, it's not as easy to find as with Korean skincare, which is a shame, and I do hope that that changes. Anyway, I found my personal favourites, and like I say, this is a bit of an ongoing, if you want to see more of these style of videos, because I'm experimenting all the time. But first up, I want to talk about a cleanser. This is the Albion Infinesse Face Release Cleansing Cream. Now, I hate the name, Face Release, as if you're putting it on and then you could just like take a mask off. Not sure on that, not sure on that. Hands down, the nicest cleanser I have tried. Like, genuinely stunning. Not super expensive. It's not the cheapest cleanser out there, but it's also not ridiculously expensive. It's a nice mid-price point. And this just, it's just luxury in a tube. So it contains royal jelly, which, if anyone remembers, Marks & Spencer's, this is a blast from the past. Marks & Spencer's, which is a brand here in the UK, like a department store, did a whole royal jelly range around 25 years ago. Loved it, left your skin super smooth. For some reason they discontinued that. I think it just became a bit old-fashioned, people didn't use it. Anyway, royal jelly is back, and like propolis and other bee and honey derived ingredients, can be really nourishing for the skin. Love it in this cleanser, feels great. Beautiful, bougie, feels luxurious. My only thing I'm going to throw out as a caveat to this is it does have fragrance in it. I love the scent of it. It's uplifting, invigorating, everything I need on a morning. But if you want fragrance free, this isn't for you. So I will just put that big caveat out there. I think it works best for people that like a bit of the sensorial experience, which is me. It's nice. Honestly, I said to myself I was only going to use this cleanser on those days where I needed a boost, a pick-me-up, just to feel good. I kind of broke that, and I've probably used it 4 of the past 7 mornings this week. It's just delicious. And everyone deserves a little luxury. 2026 is going to be a hard year for a lot of people out there, I know it, and I think we all deserve a little bit of luxury in our lives without having to break the bank to achieve it. This is luxury with an affordable price point, which I love. Now, then moving on to exfoliants. I was quite excited to try Japanese exfoliating products because I thought maybe it could be gentle, there might be some innovative ingredients, and I was a bit disappointed. None of them I tried I actually enjoyed. I didn't think there was a lot of innovation. I didn't like a lot of the products. They're quite sticky. Yeah, haven't had a great experience with Japanese exfoliating products, with the exception of one. This is the Tatcha Rice Polish Foaming Enzyme Cleanser. Now, it's called a cleanser, but it's actually like a exfoliating polish that I personally use after cleansing. This is great. Now, not the cheapest product out there. It's about, I think I paid £50 for it, but I would say based on how much I've used, one like pot of it will last me a year. Because I use it once a week just to get my exfoliation on point and just smooth out the skin. If you see it like that, it's a year's investment. I don't mind that price point. That's not going to be for everyone. So yeah, Tatcha are a brand that I generally stay away from because they come with a high price point. This is one of their more affordable products, which is why I tried it and genuinely love it. So this uses rice enzymes, which you see this a lot in Japanese skincare, the use of enzymatic exfoliation, rice, sake, all these key ingredients will crop up time and time again, and they're great. They definitely will help over time fade hyperpigmentation, smooth out the skin, and they just feel really, really good. This, I would say, the best way to use this if you're tempted. The best way to use it is to put some in the palm of your hand. It's a powder. Put some in the palm of your hand. Add some water to it. Don't add too much water. You kind of almost want it to be a bit of a paste rather than too runny. Add a little water till it becomes a loose paste, then apply it to the skin. I leave it on the skin for 60 seconds to 2 minutes. Then I'll rinse it off and massage it in. You want those enzymes to really eat away at those dead skin cells, and it won't do that if you wash it straight off. So leave it on for like 2 minutes for the best results. You will get some manual exfoliation too because it has a grittiness to it. So when you're rinsing it off, you'll also get that. So it's like enzyme, manual exfoliation. Absolutely amazing. And yeah, not the cheapest, but I will say if you're thinking of it in the rounds of a year's use, definitely worth it. Now, after using this exfoliator, I will generally go in with a toner to just calm everything down, get that hydration going, and my absolute ride or die favorite, not just from Japanese skincare brands, but just from the whole skincare world, is the Ishiwazawa Urea Moisture Lotion. I've spoken about this on the channel before. This was the first product from the Japanese skincare market I tried, fell in love, nothing is like it. Urea, beautiful humectant to hydrate, smooths out. It's a protein softener, so it softens the skin. This is like the best toner if you're looking for hydration with a purpose. I don't want to talk about this too much because I've mentioned it a lot on the channel already, but let me just tell you, if you use this, you will have the softest, most hydrated skin, bar none. It is stunning, and I reach for it time and time again. It's a daily treat in my skincare routine, and it just works. Urea, if you haven't tried it already, is a game-changing ingredient, and I like to see it in this toner essence form because I find it's just super easy to use. Now, I'm going to come on to 2 Japanese sunscreens, which is where I think a lot of the innovation and technology is to be found in their sunscreens. But before I do, I just want to give a quick shout out to the Lion Pear Acne Cream. So this again is going to be a bit situational, not for everybody, but if you have acne, particularly acne that presents quite painful, pustular, painful, if that's you, then honestly, I would recommend reaching for this Lion Pear treatment. This cream actually contains a lot of anti-inflammatory ingredients, which is phenomenal if you're looking to take down the weight, the bulk to any zits that you happen to have, particularly those that are under the skin. It also has some pain relieving elements to it, which will help lessen any discomfort that you have. I don't think this is for everyone, but I'm somebody that can just get a little cystic bump now and then. Put this on it, disappears in half the time it normally takes away the pain, takes away the redness, the inflammation, just genuinely a game changer. If you've got acne, have this on hand because for those days you need it, it's like £5. For those days you need it, you will really love it. We're going to end on 2 sunscreens. So can we talk about the Can Make Mermaid UV Gel? I actually tried this about 5 years ago. I thought for the longest time that they were a Korean brand, so I often included it in my Korean skincare reviews. Used it about 5 years ago, fell in love. It went through a bit of a pause where they were doing some reformulation work. Anyway, it's back. It's back and I think it's better. They've also got an opt-out for that Chinese animal testing requirement, so now a cruelty-free brand, which is great, ticking a box for me. So I'm back using it and it's just really nice. If you like the Allies of Skin Invisible Sun Gel, which is a true invisible gel that doesn't distort the skin at all, and, well, it's just invisible. If you like that, but you don't like to pay that price point, this is a great dupe for it. Truly invisible, feels great on the skin. It gives like a really nice silky finish to the skin. I absolutely love it, and yeah, I mistook them for a Korean brand for the longest time. That's on me, my bad, I apologize. But now, yeah, definitely one that I would recommend in terms of sunscreen if you want impossibly invisible for summer. Then last but by no means least, let's talk the Biore UV Aqua Rich Protect Mist. Now, I never go for sunscreen mists because I feel that you end up spraying them everywhere rather than where you need them. So I'm generally a bit cautious when it comes to sunscreen mists. With the exception of this one, it has the best formula when it comes to using new generation filters. It gives you sky-high UVA and UVB protection. Biore do often put too much alcohol in their sunscreens for my personal taste. It dries out my skin. Not with this one, which is a huge tick in the box. And this is great for a reapplication over makeup. A lot of people could use it for their first application, but what I would do is spray it and then still rub it in to make sure you're getting that coverage. I personally spray it in my hand and then apply it just to make sure I'm getting that full dispersal and coverage, which you don't get if you spray, it's a bit patchy. But reapplication over makeup, just use this. It doesn't budge your makeup, doesn't distort things, it is just stunning and it dries down to perfection. So yeah, Japanese sunscreens, I'm going to do a little bit more of a deep dive because what I've tried so far I've been so impressed with, and I'll be able to share with you a little bit more in the coming months. Anyway, there you have it. I know that's not like an exhaustive list. This is just my initial thought, 6 months into my voyage of Japanese skincare discovery. This is what I found that I would genuinely recommend. We've got a cleanser, we've got a toner, we've got a couple of sunscreens, and that spot treatment is a-okay if you need it. Definitely have it on hand. It's stunning. And yeah, I'm here to say I'm excited enough by the products I've tried so far that I want to explore more, but don't feel that you have to use either or when it comes to Korean skincare versus Japanese skincare. Use what works for you. Embrace all countries and what they have to offer. Anyway, Let me know your personal favourites down in the comment section below and wherever you are in the world, guys. Stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.